Hey everyone, my name is Ayanah. I graduated from Santee Class of 2019, and I'm a first year at UCLA. So Mrs. Blue hit me up and wanted me to tell you guys how my life as a college student is so far. So I'm a psychology major, so right now my classes are like in preparation for my major and just like GE requirements, general education requirements. So I'm taking 3 classes, which is 16 units, and I go to each of those 3 classes every day, and I only have class 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah, I have a 4-day weekend, which is pretty cool. So yeah, the classes that I'm taking are philosophy, life sciences, and a class called a cluster, which is called a cluster because like you can satisfy multiple requirements at once. And I take that class for all 3 quarters instead of just 1. So yeah, after this quarter, I will be taking different classes, except I'll still be in the cluster, which is a class about race, and it satisfies, I think, like 6 different requirements, which is good because I can just get them all out of the way. So yeah, I have all of my lectures on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and since it's a big lecture, like 200 people, there's discussion sections, which is like smaller, like groups of 20 or so, and I have discussion on Wednesdays. All 3 of those days, I have an 8 a.m. People usually say don't take 8 a.m.s, but they're usually available because no one wants to take them, and they're not that bad. I start classes at 8 a.m. and then I'm done with all of my classes by 2. I wake up at like 6:45, get dressed, walk to campus. That takes me about 20 minutes. And then I just stay on campus until all my classes are over with. Usually like I have like little gaps in between. Like on Tuesdays and Thursdays there's a gap between my first 2 classes, so I go get breakfast or something. And then for my last 2 classes, I don't really have a gap, just enough time to get to my next class. So I'm like speed walking there. And then on Wednesdays, it's like the other way around. Between my first 2 classes, I have no time. I just have to go straight to my second class. And then I have a little gap where I eat and stuff. And then I go to my last class. And then I just come back to my dorm. And then I usually grab food and then come back to my dorm. And then I just chill and do homework and stuff. I have a lot of free time. I have a 4-day weekend and I'm done with all of my classes by 2. So I usually do my homework I try to get it started Saturday. That is not always the case. I usually get most of it done Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday afternoon, I pretty much just have time to do whatever I want, like hang out and stuff. And then recently, I started a new job at Blaze Pizza down on campus. So I do that now after class. Like when I'm done making this, I'm gonna go to Blaze. And but I just started it, so that just got incorporated into my schedule. No, she's
Can I
trying to
be
talk.
in it?
This is my roommate, Rachel.
I'm the roommate.
I have
Yeah.
2 roommates,
We're in a triple.
Rachel, and my other roommate isn't here. She's at class. It's almost 4, so I'm done with class for the day. I did not want any evening, night classes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I have a pretty chill week. I'm only on week 3, so I'm not that stressed, but we'll see how that changes. It just depends on your major. Some people have it way more stressful than I do. So it all just depends on what classes you have to take, your major, how you want your schedule to look like. If you know you don't want to wake up at 8 a.m., don't get an 8 a.m. I don't mind them. Thank you for listening. If you want to hit me up and ask me questions, because I like when people ask me questions, and I like talking, clearly.
Me too.
Hit me up, get my information from Mrs. Blue, and yeah, like hit me up, ask me questions, talk to me about college life, and come to UCLA.